I realized in my last video I talked about variations on knees of the body, but I've never explained the different variations I use. When you're a little short fucker like me, you got to get in close a lot of the times. So once you get a hold of somebody, you want to kind of capitalize on that, and you want to mix up your knees just like you would punches or kicks. You can't do the same shit over and over again. Before we start talking variations, let's talk about how we teach knees to the body here. We teach them, pick our knee up, push it forward, bring it back, put it down. We did a whole video on it, which I'm going to link at the end. We did it with Cliff, who's a professional kickboxer. But a viewer, Adam Zoabi, asked something. But anyway, Adam asked a really good question. He says, when you teach it in multiple stages like that, seems like you'd lose power. Like if you stop here and then try to push it forward, you're not going to have as much power as if you swing from the beginning. And that's true, but when you're teaching people stuff, you got to teach it to them sometimes in a funny way to get them to understand up, touch, back, down. Of course we're losing power, Adam. But in real life, yeah, we're going to swing, but we want them to understand that we're pushing the hips forward. But now on to the variations for when that shit don't work. Sometimes we wind up real close, right? And we're too close, hips in, we're squared up, we're kind of doing the man dance, all right? And we can't pick our knees up. We're going to do the round knee, and I'll teach it, Adam, the same way we teach the other. We pick it up, bring it in, put it down. You teach it this way so that we get the right thing. Now, obviously, that doesn't have a lot of power, all right? Up, touch, back down, up, touch, back down. But at full speed, all right? What's up, guys? Quad Kicker here, and today we're gonna... The next variation, I don't know what that was. The next variation is what Quad Kicker calls a knee blade. I won't do a whole in-depth tutorial because he does one on his channel. It's his move. But it looks like this. So when I bring it in, instead of just a typical round knee or a typical round knee like that, my foot crosses the target first. It's really powerful, and you're using, one of the hardest parts of your knee. The next variation I used to think was dumb as shit. I saw Shane Faison do this on Fight Tips. I was like, that's stupid. But I just thought it was stupid because my hips are super tight and immobile, and I just couldn't do it right. We're going to turn this thing over, kind of like we're a taekwondo chambering one of their roundhouse kicks. All right, we turn this thing over like we're about to be like, but we're not going to do that. We turn it over and push it forward just like the rest of the knees of the body. And it adds just a couple of inches. And if we're talking about moving someone's internal organs around, how many inches do you think you need to move them for it to damage them? We're going to get up tall on this foot and turn that heel around. All right, but we need to be up on those toes like that. This next one's my favorite. This is some shit. Y'all might not have seen this one. This one, I've heard it called the stuffing knee or the spear knee. It's recently become more popular. There's a kind of sensation over in Thailand. This little teenage girl, Thai fighter named Anna Jarunsak, who specializes in this knee. And I like it because when you start picking your knees up, people start doing all this shit here, and they start picking their knees up or doing dumb shit like this. And this gets past all that. It's a way to sneak this knee in. You pick it way up and push it way forward. And you turn that foot out just like the corkscrew knee or whatever other kind of knee you want to call that. We turn that foot out like this and really mash this thing in. I can't do this one that slow, but that's what we're doing. And if you look at that weird thing my foot's doing, I don't know why that is important. I saw her doing that, and I'm like, that looks weird. And I started trying to do it, and I'm like, oh, that works. So we pick it up, and you're doing an extension after the knee hits. And now what I have seen it do is it'll push, if you knee and then you're pushing and they're trying to pick their legs up or counter or fight back, or maybe the knee comes in, maybe too far over, right? You still get either a shin strike or a push. But pick that thing way up. And you got a lot of power. I can't do that one. But she be hurting girls. I'll link a video of a highlight of her doing this. She's like 15 or 16 or something. She's crazy. She's just brutalizing girls over in Thailand with that knee. She's stabbing them with that knee over and over again. For me, when I start kneeing people and they start trying to defend, I like having different ways to sneak those knees up in there and not, just do the same shit over and over again. But that's my commonly used variations of knee to the body. Make sure you check out the links below if you don't normally. In this video, it's important. I'm going to put a lot of links to other videos, some of mine, some of other people's that are kind of related to this. The Quan Kicker video, make sure you check that out for the knee blades. That Anna Jarusak highlight to see what that's all about. But if you want more fitness tips, self-defense techniques, gear reviews, as well as concepts and principles that make you hard to hurt, make sure you do me a big favor, subscribe and turn on notifications.